it's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
Now they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline it goes. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Mayfield on play action. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield got a man. That's Richie James.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mayfield to throw it.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Now left side on the swing pass. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Mayfield now. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. From the red zone now, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mayfield. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mayfield on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls.
Under pressure, they got him again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
McCaffrey following the penalty. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got Smith here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Michael Gallup, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Gonzalez good on the extra point. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Richie James, 54 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for their first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Throwing. Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Robbie Anderson from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. So we've come upon halftime.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Takes it at the 7th. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
First down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On second down, Prescott again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Prescott yet again. Left side to Lamb. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he's got Rome. And they do finally get him at the 12.
66 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are back within a score.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Prescott on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not be him picked off.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Here's Prescott. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Mayfield's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
A handoff left. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. From the 38, Mayfield. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. James has got it. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round. He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 91 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Prescott to throw it. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now. The NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Taking it about the 1. Carolina getting set to take the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And they have secured a spot.